All right, players from your point of view, how do you describe just the motivation you guys felt last year after going to state, not getting done what you wanted to get done? How did that kind of fuel the fire going into this season for you guys?
I think for us, we feel like we have a lot of unfinished business, and we all want a state championship before we graduate. So we definitely, with the new coach, and we still have almost the same staff, so we're definitely fired up and excited that we get to play for another state championship this year.
Sure. Do all of you guys believe that this is a team that can definitely get back there and compete for a blue trophy?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, awesome. What is it about this team, I guess, maybe compared to last year? Obviously, you're without Will Gerard, your 3-year starting quarterback. Other than that, what's different, do you feel like, about this team?
We played with this, everybody that's right here, we played since 5th grade. Junior high, we did good, went undefeated forever. So I just feel like we got good chemistry.
You guys were undefeated a lot in middle school?
Oh, yeah.
So this is a group that's been going for a while.
Yeah.
Awesome. Coach, for you, a question, I guess, big question I had going into your guys' season. Obviously, with Will's graduation, who do you look to replace at quarterback?
So Hayden here has been our guy that we've been getting reps at that position, and he played quarterback in the past, and his JV year he was the JV quarterback, and last year he took a little bit of quarterback reps and he played wide receiver for us. So he's a guy who can play a lot of different positions and definitely has a knack for the quarterback position. And so we're excited that Hayden here has stepped up and is willing to fill those shoes and is working really hard to do that. And it's nice to have a senior who can step up and do that. And then, you know, you can look for that senior leadership and all of those things, and Hayden's done that. So we have full confidence that Hayden will be able to fill those shoes and do a great job.
Hayden, for you, what has this process been like? You know, for years you've been learning from Will. What have you been able to take from him that you're going to maybe implement into your senior year?
I don't know. I mean, I played a little bit of sophomore year, and then my junior year I was playing receiver, so it's just learning like how he threw, where his timing was, everything like that. I think is just going to help this year.
Okay. Is there anything different in terms of the game plan? I know, Coach, when you were hired, you were talking how you're going to keep a lot of the things similar. Declo plays a fast style, hard physical style. Do you expect that to continue this season?
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely focused on tempo of the game. We're able to, you know, go fast. We can speed things up. We can slow things down. We want to be balanced. We want to be able to obviously run the ball very effectively, but we also want to be able to throw the ball and get to the ball to our guys on the outside, do a lot of different things offensively. Defensively, kind of give some multiple looks, have different fronts, different coverages, things like that, and just have a lot of different weapons on both sides of the ball. We want to be very dynamic. And so that's something that, you know, I really have pushed this summer and trying to implement for the season. And I think it's going to be very effective.
How would you describe your like how many numbers you're dealing with going into this year?
So as far as the program, we're probably looking at around 50 to 55 players. Varsity, we've got about 20 that are strictly varsity players. And, you know, we have some younger kids too that will step up and do fill some depth for us in the varsity games, some sophomores, and we've got quite a few freshmen coming out this year, so we definitely have some numbers coming up, so it's something we're looking forward to.
Sure. Bodie and Joey, with you guys are kind of joining a new conference, so to speak. You're still with Wendell, but you're joining District 5. How excited are you to play some of those, consistently play some of those same teams that you battled with last year, including Westside? You get another crack at them this year.
Yeah, well, we played most of those teams last year, but I think this year just can get us a better spot on the rankings and how we do, and people actually like believe us more in what we are with max preps.
Do you feel like last year you were fighting some doubt from the outsiders that kind of doubted you guys?
After we lost the state championship, I heard we dropped down to third, even though we took second, but yeah.
Okay. What about you, Bodie? How would you describe just your excitement for the season and looking at the schedule, what you're looking forward to the most?
Really excited. I mean, there's a lot of competition in that conference, so, I mean, it'll be good.
Sure.
Really excited for it.
You guys going to Teton right off the bat, what kind of test do you feel like, what kind of tone, I guess, do you feel like that game kind of set with the team that were state finalists last year?
Yeah, we're setting the tone right out of the gate. We have 10 days to prepare. They have 10 days to prepare for us. Both teams are expecting it to be a great battle. And, you know, it's like these guys mentioned, we want a tough schedule. We want to play tough teams. We believe in order to be one of the best teams, you got to play some of the best teams. And Teton offers that for us. And I know that they're real excited to have us, and we're excited to go there. And we're expecting it to be a showdown. And so, you know, kind of getting those teams, and it does help you with the rankings and things like that, but it also really just helps us with chemistry and being able to overcome adversity and those types of things too, which is very important.
Sure. Looking at your schedule, tell me a little bit about your game against Firth. I see that's going to be at Idaho State. Is that part of a special showcase or anything like that?
Well, something that I think Firth and Declo kind of talked about in the past years, and it didn't happen last year for whatever reason, I'm not sure, but we definitely feel like it's a great opportunity for both of us to be able to play there, because, you know, obviously both teams, we have expectations. We want to be in the postseason, we want to be in the playoffs, and we want to be able to play inside the dome before that, and have that opportunity to get used to it and see what it's like to play on the turf, be able to play inside, because it's a different atmosphere. And to get that opportunity is great for both teams. So we're really excited. Yeah,
players, speaking of getting that opportunity, maybe before, I mean, obviously your goal is to get back to the Holt Arena again. How do you describe just kind of the feeling going into that championship against Westside? I mean, was there a lot of nerves that you guys felt adjusting to a different, field that you guys, I mean, it's a college stadium, it's a dome, it's different than anything else you guys have played on.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty scary, but it's a state championship. Everybody's going to be nervous, but we try to go out there and get what we wanted, but came up a little short.
Sure. I guess, are there any guys that have really, not you guys, but anyone else on the team who's really stood out so far this summer, just kind of buying into the summer workouts and the conditioning that coach is preaching?
You know, we have some juniors that are coming up too that have stepped up this summer. Landon Silcock is one. He's a receiver, defensive back for us, and he played a little bit of varsity last year, mostly JV. He's a good impact player that's been helping us. Zane Snedeker is another one, another junior coming up. Preston Wharton, Kyle Bott are some names that I can think of right off the top of my head that are going to be big impact players for us this year, that are going to provide us some good junior help to help these seniors out, and we're really excited that those guys are with us and are going to be joining us with the varsity this year.
Sure. Talk about impact players. What impact, I guess, of a senior season do you expect Gavin Rasmussen to have for you guys?
You know, Gavin's just such a great player in terms of he's coachable, he's got speed, he knows the game, he executes, and he works hard. And so, you know, we obviously have high expectations of him. He has extremely high expectations on himself. And we know that we can count on him when the game's on the line, and he can provide that for us.
Awesome. Okay, for each of your players, I'm going to go one by one. Give me 3 adjectives to describe the 2024 Declo team.
Starting with Joey.
Descriptive words. Descriptive words.
We're gonna be dogs. We're gonna be tough, and we're gonna go at it.
Okay.
So I think we're going to be a hard-working team, but I think we're going to be physical and we'll play smart football.
Okay.
Just a little stuck. They're going to be strong. We'll have what's another good word? We'll be ready, and we're going to win.
Okay.
I'd say probably grit, tough and prepared.
Okay. Coach, talking about grit, I mean, obviously Southern Idaho, rural, small school. Is grit something you have to teach your guys, or with a lot of guys? I mean, you just got done working gravel. Do you have to teach that, or a lot of kids come naturally with that grit?
Yeah, these guys we got tough kids here, like I've said before, and you know, with us, all of these guys play both ways. So they're on the field a lot. They have to have grit in order to do that. They have to be in better shape than everyone else. They have to be strong. They have to be mentally prepared in order to do those things effectively. And so that's something that we preach, and something that these guys really buy into, and something that they personally take it upon themselves to do. And that's just something that's been a part of this tradition and culture for a long time. And so I just know that these guys are all about that and that they'll do it. And when it comes down to it, we want to be the team in the fourth quarter that's not dragging. We're still there, even though we've been playing both sides of the ball, and we're ready to go.
Sure. Obviously, you guys hit the weights hard this summer. How would you describe your conditioning routine? Like, what do you guys do for summer conditioning?
What I do for the weights program, so obviously with the lifting, each day has a different variable that goes with it. So we'll do a lot of core work on certain days. We'll do plyometrics, and then we do some kind of conditioning, whether that's speed work or cardiovascular work or something like that, just so these guys get a little bit of everything. And so that helps them to, when we get down to August 12th, they're not just coming fresh off the bus, they're ready to go, and they have some conditioning already there, and so that we can kind of hit the ground running when it comes to August. Awesome.
Thank you guys for taking the time. Best of luck this season. Is there anything else you guys like to add?
We're just excited, and we have a great. We're real excited to be a part of the new conference and have a lot of great competition there and be a part of that great conference with those teams. And we're real excited just to get out there and see what we can do. Okay.
I guess one question I had following up to that, how much of a say did Declo have in maybe trying to push for a conference beyond just you guys in Wendell?
Well, from my knowledge, a lot of push for that. We certainly felt like, it was nice having a small conference, but it hurts you in certain aspects of when you get to the postseason, how prepared are you? And so I know that from my knowledge that this helps us prepare, not just in football, but in multiple sports. When we get to those postseason opportunities, we're a little more prepared, and we're probably consistently going to be able to make it a little bit farther because we have that better competition, because that's what we want.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.